America, land of freedom. It was found in 1492 by many group of explorers who decided to search for a better route to go to India. Many explorers took their chances and traveled to America, the New World. But we are going to focus on one in particular, one of the best known explorers that came as pioneer to this uncharted land. But who was he? Where does he come from? What did he encounter on his travels? Well, let's wait no more. This is Jacques Cartier.
Jacques Cartier was born in the year 1491, near the northwest of France in a city called Saint-Malo, Brittany. He was the first European to describe and map the Gulf of St. Lawrence and the shores of the St. Lawrence River. As a 13-year-old boy, he decided he wanted to become a sailor, and that is when he began working as a cabin boy. Some years later, he started studying navigation in Dieppe. When he finished his studies at the age of 29, he got married to Mary Catherine de Garge, which helped improve his social status. And at the age of 43, in 1534, he received a very important duty from the King Francis I to look for a northwest passage to Asia. And that is how Jacques Cartier's historic travels began. Little did he know he was off to make a discovery that would not only change the culture and history of what we now know as Canada. On April 20, 1534, with 2 ships and 61 men, he was off to his first voyage. It took him and his men 20 days to reach Strait Belle Island, from where they reached Gaspe Peninsula and claimed it for France. In that land, his first encounter with the Mi'kmaq, which were natives from there, took place. They celebrated their meeting and started exchanging items. That is when they realized the natives were friendly and willing to trade. Then they met another tribe, called the Iroquois. Their chief Donnacona told Cartier that there was metal, gold, silver, diamonds, and other precious stones in the north. He visited these lands with the chief and his 2 sons, who got to travel to France so they could learn French and become Cartier's interpreters.
In 1535, he traveled down the St. Lawrence River for his second trip. He got to what is today Quebec. There he stayed for a long time, where a strange disease stricken the French people and the native people. But only one was surviving after all these things that happened. It was Domagaya, the son of the chief. He was drinking this strange kind of tea that in some way helped him. So he showed this tea to the French people, and indeed they survived. So after this, the chief and Cartier traveled again to France to show this discovery and prepare everything for the third trip afterwards.
Sería muy bien. The third voyage, in my opinion, was just a waste of time. For Cartier, it wasn't even the best trip, the best voyage, because first of all, he was revoked from his charge. A friend of the king decided that he wanted to come in this expedition, so the king said that his friend should be in charge. Also, they had problems with Indians during this expedition. Also, with the weather, they had some conflicts. So that made them had some trouble also with their mission, which was to search for resources and well, gold. They found some crystals and they brought them to France, but they had the problem that they didn't notice that they were only quartz crystals and other metals that were useless. So that's when the king decided that that was going to be the last trip from Cartier. So that was the end of him. Later on, he died during this disease that came along, like the plague in France. And well, that's the end of the story for Cartier.